Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is Martin Midlife Misadventures, and today we're going to flour it up and we are making a beautiful, delicious cinnamon star bread. You can't go wrong with this, everybody, and if you show up to a party with this, your friends and family are going to be super impressed. And not to mention, it's absolutely delicious. Are you ready to get started? Let's do it. Our ingredients are as follows: 2½ cups of flour, 1½ teaspoons of instant yeast. You could use 1 packet of yeast if you'd rather just do it that way. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, not melted, just softened, and about 3/4 cup of milk. Any kind of milk you want to use, you can. In fact, if you didn't have milk, you could use water for this. So the first thing I'm going to do is get all the dry ingredients into my bowl. In my bowl, I've added my 2½ cups of all-purpose flour and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. In this cup here, I have my 3/4 cup of milk. I did put it in the microwave just for a second, like 45 seconds, just to take the chill off of it, okay? So I'm going to dump that in the middle there. I'm going to take my 1½ teaspoons of yeast and put it right in the center there, as well as my 2 tablespoons of sugar. Give it just a little stir. Now I have an egg that I've beaten, and I'm going to dump it, but try to leave a little bit in this container because I need an egg wash at the end. So I'm going to pour like 3/4 of it. I save that much because we'll mix it with a little water, and now we have an egg wash for the end, and we didn't have to waste an entire egg to do it. Okay, now we've got all this in the bowl. We need our vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let's get mixing. Mix it up with your rubber spatula at first. Now we have a nice shaggy dough, so we're going to add our butter into it. 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Actually, that's a little less than 1. We might need to add some more. But all we're going to do is start folding it in, and we are going to knead this dough. I'm probably going to need to knead it for about 5 minutes. Oh, look at this. I've got a nice ball. I've got a nice ball of dough. It's not really sticking to my hands. So we're going to just make a little ball. Put it in here. We're going to cover it up. You can either use saran wrap or a tea towel. And we're going to let this proof for about 1 hour until it's double in size. All right, for our layers, for our cinnamon filling, what we're going to do is this. I've got 2 tablespoons of flour in this bowl, and to it I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of sugar. Got some cinnamon here. I'm going to start with a little more than a teaspoon. And we want to mix this up really, really good. Make sure you get that flour really evenly distributed in there. And there you have it. Now we have our cinnamon filling, and I'm going to take, probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, put it in a bowl, and get it melted. All right, our dough is doubled. It looks wonderful. Let's take it out of the container. Now, we're just going to get this shaped into a ball here. And what we want to do is we want to cut this into 3 pieces. So, right there. All right, let's put these into bowls. Get you just a little bit of flour, not a lot. A little bit of flour, and get your ball here. Now, the goal with these is to get them as round as possible. I've got a long rolling pin here. We want to get them round. We really want that round shape on these. I have a prepared pan. We're going to pull our dough here, and now we're going to rework it and make sure it's nice and round. All right, now that we have our round piece of dough, semi-round, first thing we're going to do is we're going to just kind of slather some of this melted butter on here. Really get it on there. Don't be shy. Now sprinkle your cinnamon mixture. I like to leave just a little lip here because when we cut these and put them together, it helps the ends seal better. All right, let's set this aside, and we got to roll another one out. Get our plate, thing. Set this on here. Just stretch it to make it even. This is why it doesn't really matter if they're too round. They don't have to be perfectly round because we can do a little stretching afterwards. And just need another layer of butter. Don't be shy, this really helps puff it up when it cooks, and it helps absorb that mixture. Our cinnamon mixture again. Set it aside and get our last one done. This is our last one. Let's see if we can make this one a little prettier. You want to find the center here. And I'm not pressing this cookie cutter through, this biscuit cutter. I'm just going to make a mark right in the center for a guideline. Okay, and then we're going to start cutting the strips like this. Can you see the imprint there? You could leave your thing in place and do it like this, just up to it. But I found I need just a little bit more, like that. There. Now cut each half in half, and then each one of these halves in half. Now, if you want to, you can make all the cuts, but sometimes they can get confusing, so let's just do half of it at once, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take these two pieces and you're going to twist them. Usually it takes 3 twists. 1, 2, 3. And then you take these two ends and squish them together. Just like that. See it again? Take these. We're going to twist once, twist twice, twist 3 times, and then bring them together. Squish them together. Get that dough all pressed together. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Bring them together. And there we go. Look at that. I'm going to throw a tea towel over this, and I'm going to let it proof for about 10 to 15 minutes while my oven preheats. All right, I think our oven's good and hot. Give a little look at that again. Looks great. I've got my little leftover egg, and I mixed some water with it. Got that all beat up. I'm just going to use my same brush that I used with the butter, and we are going to egg wash this. Okay, we are ready to go in the oven. Look, guys, I brought my old big oven in. So we're going to put this into the oven. It's going to cook anywhere from 22 to 30 minutes. I'm just going to keep my eye on it and look for that nice golden brown color. I'll show you when it's done. I do believe, oh my goodness, it's ready. Look at this. Do you see how lovely this is? Do you see? Show you from the sides. Because I'm not going to cut it. We're having a special dinner tonight with Mom and Grandpa, and she's making beef pot pies, and I told her I would bring the dessert. But one thing you can do with this is once it cools, you could drizzle a little frosting, like just a little glaze over the top of it, or just simply sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar. And let me tell you, this is divine. These pieces come out very, very easily. And this centerpiece, oh, guys, it's so, so good. I really, really hope you will give this beautiful cinnamon star bread a try. All right, friends, I really, really, really hope out of all these recipes, you for sure give this one a try. Now, I was going to do the Nutella version because I still have some Nutella, but when I measured it, I was about 1/3 of a cup short in order to do the hazelnut, but that's okay. We originally always made it with cinnamon and sugar anyways, and it is delicious. I'm telling you, show up at a party with this, and people are going to be so happy and impressed with what you've made. Please continue to try to learn how to make things from scratch. The amount of extra ingredients that go into these processed foods, these pre-made foods in our grocery store, I am convinced, and nobody is going to convince me otherwise, that they are affecting our health. It's been 2 years now, me baking everything from scratch. What a difference in my health. I have lupus. I haven't been to a doctor in 3 years, and I'm telling you, it is 100% because of the changes in my diet, the reduction in sugar intake, starches, things like that. And you know, last week I kept saying everything in moderation. That was mainly because of Amy's digestive issues. Like, I can't feed her 3 things or 2 things with bread in one meal. It's just not healthy for her, okay? But we love our bread. We certainly love our bread products, and we're going to keep eating them, but we're making them from scratch. We're eliminating those extra ugly, yucky things that are in there, okay? Please do yourself a favor and get strong and get brave and start baking from scratch, because not only is it healthier for you, but it's going to save you a lot of money as well. All right, everybody, we hope you're doing fantastic. We hope you're continuing to stack your pantries, and we are going to be talking to you really soon. God bless you.